Hey everybody, it's Steve Young, co-founder of Service Tech Secrets, and today I have another client success story for you. And I'm very fortunate that Chris Romine is joining us. Chris, if you would tell us who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about your company.
Absolutely. Chris Romine from Clean Energy Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. We're based out of Kaiser, Oregon, which is a suburb of Salem, Oregon, the capital. And we specialize in residential heating and cooling systems.
Awesome. Now, I know you guys are in fuego right now. You got a lot of good stuff going. Overall, just quickly paint us a quick picture of where you were when you first started with us and how business is right now.
So when we first started up, we went in the 14-day Double Your Sales Challenge back in December, had 4 guys in that, and actually 3 guys, sorry. And that went really well, just kind of got a taste of how the program worked. Signed 2 guys up, myself and a sales guy, in January for the mastermind, and it's been great. In fact, it was so great that 3 months in, I went ahead and signed up 5 of our technicians as well, and they've been rolling with the program and kicking butt. We've seen average sales tickets climb 3 to 4 times what they were prior. We have a great maintenance program in our company. We were not utilizing those maintenances to our advantage. We always felt like maintenance was something that kept us in people's homes, and when they were ready to replace their system, we would be there for it. Now we're actually going out and maximizing these calls and selling IAQ products, and guys are kicking out surge protectors left and right, torque boosters, starters. They're killing it. So it's turning these $0 maintenances into, I'm seeing $1,000 to $2,000 tickets on a daily basis come through.
Holy cow, that is fan-freaking-tastic. So tell me about the training itself. What do you like best about the training?
It opens your mind to, and even me, I've been in the heating and cooling industry for 22 years, and I started out doing install, went into being a foreman, then into sales, and it just opened my eyes to all the opportunity that I've walked right past through those 22 years. When you go into a house and you're called out, a customer wants an air conditioner, for instance, you're not just there providing 3 air conditioner options. You go in and actually, I've been like looking at the water heater. Hey, that water heater is old. I'll put that down on my list. Ductwork, things that we've walked past in the past with ductwork inefficiencies that could have been addressed, and it's doing a disservice to the client. And that's something that I think is a hang up with a lot of technicians in our industry. They don't want to be sales guys. I, even being a sales guy, didn't want to be considered a sales guy. I wanted to be a comfort consultant, and I wasn't doing that properly. So the training really opened my eyes to my deficiencies and the fact that I wasn't properly helping out my customers to have the best system that they could have. And it's just putting options out there for them. Let them make the decision.
So there's nothing pushy about the program.
Right.
And then as far as what you kind of just summed up for me, it sounds like it's changed your mindset. I mean, is that what we're talking about? We're talking about a full mindset change, mind shift?
Absolutely. Yeah. On a daily basis, when I go out and meet with clients, I'm seeing things that I looked at before, but I didn't pay attention to before. It was, things that, like I said, water heaters are a big one. We don't do a whole lot of water heaters, but we do them. So like, if we have a water heater that's the same age as the heating and cooling system that they're replacing, why not offer them option on that as well?
I like it. So would you say the number one thing above everything else, it sounds like, is what you just mentioned to me?
Holistic approach. I think,
cool. I like it.
Opens your eyes to the bigger picture.
Awesome. Say that one more time for me.
It opens your eyes to the bigger picture.
Which is a mindset shift, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I like that. And the reason I say that is because I keep hearing that from everybody that I'm doing interviews from. And the mindset we get from everybody's shift is like, oh my God, I didn't know it could be done this way.
Yep.
There's a whole new world out there, and you guys are killing. Now your personal tickets, I mean, you do sales, you're comfort advisor, and they went from what to what right now that you can track?
I was usually hovering around the $6,000 mark for an average ticket. I set a goal at the beginning of the training to be more in the 10 range, and I'm up about 9 right now. So
Wow.
I'm doing about 9,000, and close rate has climbed up. I mean, there was a period of a couple months at the beginning of the year where I closed every job for like a month and a half. And granted, I'm not like, I own the company, so I'm not out running all the sales calls right now, but you know, the ones that I was running, I was killing it. And now with how busy we are, I'm out running 2-3 calls a day. So keeping that average ticket up and the close rates up too. So yeah, it's all good.
Wow. How much do you think your close rates improved from way back when before you started?
You know, before I was in the 40 to 50 range, and I'm up in the 60 to 70 now.
Wow, that's freaking awesome. Tell me about your guys though. I mean, when you wanted to get buy-in from your guys, right? And initially it was like, gosh, you know, I'm going to do it. Will it work? Oh my gosh, it's working. I'm killing it. And now you enrolled another 5 guys. And how did that work for your organization and your guys? Did they see you killing it? Did they see, how did that whole thing come about?
We were talking a lot about what the program was all about, you know, in our weekly service meetings, and I was trying to help implement some of the things that Zach and I were learning in the training on the sales side. I was trying to implement that into our service department, but nobody explains things like Gene does. So I just at one point decided, you know what, they need to get this directly from him. And if I have them in that training twice a week, it's just going to be a constant refresher, and it's things that we can then take and talk about in our weekly service meetings and every day for that matter. I mean, it's changed the atmosphere around here to where guys are talking about this stuff every day. Like they're talking about conversations that they had with customers the day before, solutions that they've provided and everything else. So it's been a mind shift change company wide.
You just gave me goosebumps, man. Seriously, I'm so happy for you. I mean, you go from if I could, this is what I hear from most owners. Hey, look, I've been telling these guys for years about this stuff, right? And I'm almost saying the exact same thing, if not sometimes the exact same thing Gene is saying, but there's something to be said about the way Gene communicates. And he's a third party in his authority and his ability to be able to change perceptions from people that are on your team that for some reason owners aren't able to do because they hear it every single day from you. Would you agree to that?
Yeah. Well, and like you said, the third party thing, as an owner of the company, when you're talking about these things to your technicians, we got a pretty good relationship here as a team, but I could see where it could come across as, you know, this guy's just trying to make more money. But when you really feel what Gene is laying down as far as like taking care of people, taking care of your clients, helping them out, and in the end, it transfers to everybody down the line making more money. It's a win-win across the board, and he conveys that better than me as an owner can to my guys.
That's awesome, man. I see everybody going out for the day in the back there with the trucks and everything. Just to hear your guys are so excited and they're actually implementing the training and they're talking about it constantly. I mean, one of the guys that comes to my mind is Scott Bidwell. Scott Bidwell, I just interviewed just this last week, and he went from $7.5 million. Now this year he's going to do over $20 million. You are putting the right framework. You're putting the right environment, building that team together by doing the training all together. And now that you got your whole team on there, dude, the sky's the limit.
Yep. No, we last year we did just shy of 2.5, and my goal at the beginning of the year was to hit 3.5. And the first 2 months were great. Then the whole coronavirus thing hit. We had a 2-week lull where I was really worried about what was going to happen. And, you know, business just like dropped off. And it was like right at the same time where I was looking at getting these guys signed up for the training. And I kind of hit a point where it was time to make a decision one way or another, whether to sit back and just kind of let things happen or whether to take charge and make it happen. So I was like ready to sign up for the PPP loan and all this other stuff. And I just decided, you know what, we're going to sink or swim. We are going to do it ourselves. So I got the guys signed up for the training. I declined moving forward with the PPP loan. And like since that day, it just like the phone started ringing. We started maximizing our maintenance calls, the text. So we haven't even talked about turnovers. The turnovers that the techs are bringing in now for replacement systems is like through the roof, based on what it was before. So it's been so huge. Like we've got all these leads coming in for new systems from marketing, but then also the techs are bringing them in, and it's just like, yeah, we're going gangbusters right now. So
I'm so happy for you, man. That is amazing. So amazing. So there was a day where you said, either I'm going to sink or swim. I'm just going to go all in. You didn't do the loan. You got your techs in the training, and now they're crushing it and couldn't be better.
Yep.
Wow, man. What if you wouldn't have done that? What if you just pulled back instead of decided to go forward with the training, get your guys on board? What do you think you'd be at right now?
Who knows?
Who knows? Man, that is awesome, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you, and I'm happy for your team. If you were to tell that guy who's on the fence, there's a bunch of guys like you right now that have pulled back, and they're sitting there going, oh shit, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, or business is slowed down. What would you tell that guy, that owner, or that tech that's sitting back not making any money?
Sure. So again, the situation that I was in, we were kind of looking at dire straits, and it's a big investment, and I was looking at bringing 5 technicians into it, and that's a big chunk of change to put out. You guys brought to light the monthly payment option, and we jumped on that. And like, I was puckering, I'm not going to lie, at the beginning, but the money that we are putting in each month to get these guys trained is coming back and multiplied. So it's not an expense, it's an investment. That's the biggest thing that you got to think. That's the mindset that you got to have. So do this for yourself and for your team, because it will make a big difference.
Would it change some lives, do you think? I mean, it's changing your guys' lives. Would it change their lives, do you think?
Yeah. I've been talking to my techs, like they're jazzed about what's going on. They're seeing the changes that are taking place, and like excited about where they can take this. So we haven't been the best as far as like tracking numbers and having a good spiff program and everything else for the guys, but this is all stuff that we're now generating because of it, because they're seeing now the potential that they have to really make some life-changing money. And so we're going to get it set up to where that's going to happen, and it's going to happen for them. It's going to happen for me. And in the meantime, we're out helping our clients. We're still rolling 5-star reviews left and right on Google. People are happy that we're taking care of them.
Wow, man, that is freaking awesome. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm stoked that you got in the training. You led from the front, and most owners don't do that. I mean, depending on the size of their company, most owners don't get in there, roll up their sleeves. They go, hey, go out there and do that. And you're exactly the opposite. You rolled up your sleeves, you learned the training, you kicked some ass, you raised your sales, and you said, wow, I remember you were on one class. I think it was the second or third class that you were in there, and you said that class alone was worth the entire, you tell the story. I'm telling your story. You tell the story.
Yeah. Gene was rolling off on IAQ, and he was talking about different, the negative side effects that we get into with having poor IAQ. He was talking about airflow, and it was like, I think he just riffed for like a half hour straight in that training. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I probably took 3 pages of notes during that video. And like I said, that one class was like, I would pay the money to go listen to all that and get the information that was given. But again, with the training, you get that twice a week, and it's just constantly rehashed, and there's more questions that come up. The questions that are asked from the other members in the training, like it all spurs thought and more questions. Like it's a snowball effect, the benefits that you get out of the training.
All right. Well, I won't keep you anymore, Chris. I want to thank you so much for your time. I am so proud of you guys. You are killing it right now, especially when everybody else is cutting back and closing their doors and stuff like that. And you guys, you made that conscious decision. And I love to see the people do that. And you are one of the few that took the bull by the horns and said it ain't going to happen. And a lot of guys can't do that because they just don't have the smarts, fortitude, whatever it may be. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad to see you guys are killing it. And I look forward to helping you over the next, anything else you want to say? I could tell you got to see what to say something else, man.
In closing, like not only are we killing it right now and having a lot of success, but at the end of the day, I go home, hang out with my kids for a little bit. I lay my head down on the pillow at night, and I go right to sleep and sleep like a baby with a clean conscience. Like, I don't have to worry about somebody gave me this to keep me going or anything like that. We did this as a team, and you guys are part of that. Like it's a team effort all the way around. You got to utilize your resources. You guys are a huge resource for us, and yeah, we're going to keep crushing it.
Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to working with you and seeing you continue to grow, brother. Thank you so much for your sharing your story. I'm sure a lot of other people are going to get some benefit out of this. And I look forward to you kicking butt and us working together for a long time in the future.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, bud.
All right.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. It's Steve Young, co-founder of Service Tech Secrets. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that little red button. Down below this video, you'll see a little button that says Show More. Click on Show More, and you'll see a ton of free resources in there to change your lives, your family's lives, and your company's profits. We'll see you in the next video.